Yo, 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 what up, everybody? It's Ellis, the Elephant, at the Elephant's Corner here at ELE Studios. I have a guest with me. Last episode was about crypto and the market. This one, we're switching back to the music industry and the scene here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. This guest is really, he's doing great things. They just had an amazing event right before Christmas for the Children's Hospital here. So we're going to touch on that. They raised a good bit of money, $1,000, I believe, around there for the Children's Hospital, which, I mean, we're all about making a difference here and doing things and setting standards for people to excel and make life better. So before further ado, this is SOFREQ. I'll let him explain himself, explain the brand and everything, and let y'all hear a little bit about what he got going on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm not used to being in the corner, so we're just going to play it cool and let it ride out. My name is Travis. Most people know me by SOFREQ. I wear the hat for the reason. The hat is the brand. If you see me out, you don't see the hat, or you don't see some type of astronaut shirt, it ain't me. That's just the way I roll. It's easy. People see me. They can pick me out of a crowd. Hey, I saw you do this. Hey, I saw you on TikTok. Hey, I saw you this and there. And so it's just easy for me to connect with people that way. First things first, I think we should start with what is social frequency. Social frequency was an idea that I started before COVID. And pretty much it was going to be a platform kind of like Twitch, where all of my friends in the club and the restaurant business that lost their jobs, that weren't making any money, they can get on and they could play shows and people could tip them. One thing led to another. The guy paid to develop the platform stole all the money and moved to Mexico. And that's real life story. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. You can't sue nobody in Mexico. You can't do anything. It is what it is. Bad things happen to you. Perseverance is one of my favorite words.
That's it.
I can always make more money. I got a family to support, so I can't dwell on things that happen. I just got to keep moving on, and that's what we're doing. So I kind of rebranded to social frequency, and what that means to me, it sounds kind of strange. If you're religious at all, I don't mean to offend you, but if you understand, then you understand this. If God is in all things, whatever God that you pray to, he has to be a frequency, right? If we have frequency within us, and music gives off frequency, and we join our frequency with that musical frequency, how is that not heaven, or at least a piece of it? You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yep.
If we're all caring about each other and we're exchanging vibes and we're exchanging frequencies, that is the pinnacle of everybody loving everybody. That's the way it should be, right? So what social frequency is it's a social media platform. It's based around artist management, local events, and social media. So I go out every weekend. I don't drink. If you've caught me with a drink, let me rephrase that. I do drink, I choose not to drink. If it's a special occasion, I'll have a drink with you, right? But I choose not to drink on most occasions because I'm people watching, right? And I'm trading frequencies with people, and I'm feeling the frequency from the music. That's what my high is. That's what I get from it. So one of the big things I wanted to do was, before I actually get this rolling, I want to spend a little bit of time and figure out like what's going on with the culture. Because I left the culture 13 years ago to raise kids. It's tough to have a family, a good family that functions correctly, and raise kids while you're in the party scene.
Yeah.
It's just, it's not a good mix.
They're going to be like, why is daddy not here? Well, he's in the club.
If you've done it and it's worked for you, pat you on the back. Kudos to you. However, I know myself, I needed to spend time with my family as opposed to in the bar with strangers. So that's what I did. I've noticed some big changes that have happened. It's very odd to me. I don't understand it. There's a whole lot of things going on in this world, and I think what's happened, let me start with here. Everything comes back to money.
Okay,
right?
yep.
Everything in this world comes back to money. I argue with people over this all the time. I don't know any happy poor people, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but if you don't have money to buy the essentials to make you comfortable, there's enough negative in this world right now that you see and hear. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can walk down the street and see it. It's going to destroy you, and it's going to end up rotting you from the inside and stealing your joy. And that's the sadness of the world that we live in. However, right, the good versus evil always. The good in that is there's a ton of good people. There's a ton of good music still being played, right? So that's the point of the platform, is pretty much just to bring people together.
Yeah.
And once we get into, talking about some of these clubs and the stuff that's going on, it'll make a little bit more sense. So that's Social Frequency in a nutshell. Now you know who we are and what we do. And if you see me out, make sure you say hello, take a picture with me. If you're a DJ, a music producer, make sure you share my contact information. Give me your contact information. We'll get you in this studio, do a sunrise or a sunset session. We'll get you out at White Rock Lake, do a sunrise or a sunset session. I have a mobile DJ set up. If you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you've seen we've played White Rock Lake. Myself and Reckless Ryan have played downtown Fort Worth. We got some other stuff coming up, so It's going to be a big year.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
It's going to be a big year.
You tied in the religion aspect to it, which I kind of get because, you know, the bells on churches, right? Churches used to be technically the healing zones of all these places, and it was understood that all of these bells ring at different frequencies. So if you have smallpox, if you had a cold, if you had a fever, they would send you to these certain churches that then would ring the bells and those frequencies would cure you. So that kind of like ties into your whole social frequency. The frequencies cure you. And it is kind of a religious, spiritual thing whenever you think about music and going into a club. If you're listening to, you know, I'm not trying to bash on like goth or like people that do screamo and all that. Like I love System of the Down. They literally like do screamo music, but like I don't listen to it every day because I can tell that it does bring my mood down because it's just the type of music that you're, you know, letting into your life. That's why I'm a house music guy. I love house music, guys. Whenever I listen to it, I can listen to it any day. It just keeps me going. I'm happy. I'm just vibing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I really appreciate that aspect with Social Frequency that like y'all are making it.
If I'm in that 120 to 130 BPM, I'm doing a side to side all night. Don't mess with me. I'm in the zone. I'll shoot you the salute. I'm getting the groove on. That's what makes me feel good. Music in general. Different people grow up in different places in different times, right? They have different upbringings. The people that's funny that you say that. One of the strangest things for me is going into like a dubstep or a heavy bass and seeing a bunch of goth people. Because I'm from the 90s era. That was different things, man. You know what I mean? Like those were different things. We weren't all together, right? You talk to them and they're just there to have a good time. They just like different clothes than me. Who am I to judge? Who am I to tell you what to wear?
Agreed.
Right? You know, as long as you're not wearing something that can slap me across the head and affect me, you know what I mean? I'm not worried about what you wear. I worry about who you are as a person. Yep. And I would say 99% of the people that I've met over this, I guess it's kind of like a experiment over the last year that I've been doing this. I just got a TikTok notification. Hey, it's your 1 year anniversary. You've been taking pictures of sunsets and playing Sarah McLachlan Delirium for 1,000 days straight. Yeah, like one of those things. It's just that the people, they're pretty cool if you just have a conversation with them. And I'm not. And I want to be clear. You're going to find one or two people in there that don't want to talk to you. But if I come up to you and I say, you know what, Ellis, what's going on, man? How you doing? And you look at me and you give me the look like you don't want to talk to me. Who am I to stand there and try to goad you into talking to me? I can tell whether you want to talk or not. And if you don't, I'm like, all right, bro, see you later. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Right? It's not a big deal. There's no pressure, and it shouldn't be like that. So, yeah, it's getting interesting times for sure.
It is interesting. I mean, I've had 90 plus DJs of all different genres in here. From all different genres, literally from house to bass heads to acid, whatever, dripping water sounds and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I've had it all. And it's just fun to experience human beings because everybody's just like their own culture almost now. And it's fun. So I wanted to touch on, just to hop into it, y'all's charity event that y'all ran. This was y'all's first one, and I call it a huge success. I mean, y'all were able to deliver a nice check that probably got a lot of kids presents.
It was awesome, man. And it first off, let me give Sounders Dallas a shout out because they gave me the venue on short notice. I approached about 3 different places. Nobody was willing to, roll the dice on me, and understandable. No one knows me from my old days. Those days have passed. What I can say is I've been going to Sounders, let's say religiously, for probably the last 8 months. And not only do I go there, I talk to everybody.
Yeah.
I talk to everybody. I talk to the bartenders. I get to know the doorman. I know the DJs that work there. I know the bottle girls. I just met the owner when we did this thing, one of the owners anyways. If you want an opportunity to play somewhere or you want an opportunity to do an event somewhere, you have to know someone, especially if you don't have the money. You take 20 grand with you anytime you want and rent a venue if you want to. If you don't have that, then you have to play the game. And if you want to play the game, you got to be out and making nice with people, right?
Agreed.
You got to be a good person. So what it ended up happening with, I showed up at Open Decks like I tell y'all to do every Wednesday at Sounders. If you're a DJ, if you're a producer, if you're a promoter, show up at Open Decks, meet people, have conversations, right? So I showed up at Open Decks. I talked to Ryan about it. He got me an intro to Austin, who was one of the owners, maybe the owner of Sounders. I don't know. I'm not with him financially like that. And I said, hey, man, I'm trying to do a event to support Dallas Children's Hospital, right? And he said, okay, what's it look like? We made a deal. And then I ended up driving to Arizona that same night because my oldest son had his first bodybuilding competition, right?
Nice.
So I made this deal at like 9 o'clock at night, jumped in my car, drove straight to Arizona. So he said, yes, I'm doing pop-up sets all the way to Arizona. I did one in the desert at a rest stop, like behind some big rocks. It was awesome. You know, I played some music. I made some videos, and it ended up being pretty cool. But we only had like 10 days maybe to promote that whole thing. And it's always been important for me to be able to give back. Now, if you don't have money like that and you got your own family to take to, your charity has to start at home, right? So I don't want people thinking that I'm saying, oh, give all your money away to charity. You have to take care of yourself and your family first. I'm a firm believer in that. If you can't make yourself whole, you can't give 100% to somebody else if you're not whole in your heart, right? So first things first, don't give away all your money if you're not taking care of your family.
Facts.
So I hired a couple DJs. Actually, that's incorrect. Let me put it this way. I coerced a couple DJs to donate their time because we weren't going to charge a door fee or anything. So Reckless Ryan, DJ Quads, DJ Jackie D. I actually played at the end, although I wouldn't call it playing. I lost my stick, and it was interesting times. And also DJ Nix. Those DJs donated their time, and it's important for me that people know those DJs donated their time for this cause. One of the big things for me, and I've had this conversation with a couple other people, and I'll try to stay on topic, but I got so much in my mind. We're probably going to go off the rails and get out of here. DJs, is this my camera?
Yep.
Look, I'm looking right at you. Stop playing for free. Stop playing for free. Okay? Here's why. You're devaluing yourself.
And the whole ecosystem.
And the entire ecosystem. I've had some conversations lately where people have told me that like the majority of DJs are playing for free. And I'm like,
they are.
I'm like, why?
They are. It's
why
crazy.
are you doing that? Let me tell you why. Because there's a bazillion DJs now. And if you have the same decks that I have, the XDJ RX2 or RX3 or whatever, it's pretty easy to put a playlist together. All you got to do is beat match, chorus match, BPMs, and you can put something together. Now, here's the thing. You're not getting played or you're not getting paid for what you play because 1,000 other people can play that set. Yep. There's a huge difference between being a DJ and a producer, right?
Massive.
If there's a hot song out, every DJ in this city's playing it, and how many we got? 5,000?
All of them.
All of them are playing that song. If you're a producer and you get into Ableton or you get into DJ Studio and you start making some mashups and some mix-ups, and then you put that out on your Instagram, on your SoundCloud, on your TikTok, and somebody catches a hold of that, now those people know you can play something to get the crowd excited about. You're going to get some people in that door at 9 o'clock because they want to hear you mix up those songs. Now you have a card to play. You don't have to play for free anymore because nobody else is doing what you do. But if you're doing the same old thing as everybody else, you can't expect to get paid for it. That's just the bottom line. So getting back to the charity thing, sorry that I went on a rant. That was important for me. The charity thing ended up awesome. We raised, I think it was $630 that night through my Square payment and another $300 and something in cash donations. And then a day after that, people were still donating. And I think the grand total ended up being $1,130.
Nice.
So it was super cool. We delivered the check to the Dallas Children's Hospital. They were very gracious. And I learned something awesome there. They have an actual music studio.
Oh, really?
In the bottom of that thing.
That's hilarious.
So next year for our event, I'm going to try to hook it up where we can actually have our event there. Now, obviously, it's a Dallas Children's Hospital. You got to be worried about like diseases and bacteria and stuff like that. I'm sure we'll all have to have our shots and whatever they require. But how cool would it be to have a couple of DJs down there playing in their actual studio, rocking out with the kids? That would be legit. So that's the plan for next year. I'm going to try to make it happen. We'll see what happens. Thank you to everyone who donated. I don't care if you donated $1. Thank you to everyone that donated for that. I grew up in the dirt floor of a basement in the house in West Virginia like my first 5 years, right? It's important for me that we take care of the people that don't have the means to take care of themselves. So thank you once again. Dallas Children's Hospital was very gracious. They loved it.
Awesome.
So it was awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. To touch on the DJs, not getting paid. I have my cousin. He's a now sophomore in college, right?
Yeah.
I got him kind of into the DJing thing. He did it all throughout high school, DJ parties. So now he's at LSU DJing at these bars.
Yeah.
And like they're paying him, but he's using his own equipment. Right. And I tell him, I'm like, look, dude, it's cool that you're getting paid, but like either they need to buy their own equipment or you need to put a rental fee on it. Because like if you're bringing in your deck, he's like, oh, but the managers said that they would cover the cost if somebody spilt a beer on it. I was like, no, that's only as good as somebody's word. I'm like, either you need to be charging for the deck,
absolutely.
Because like they're a bar. Like, what do you mean you don't have like your own DJ deck? It's $2,500, my boy. Like you got a DJ here 5 times a week. Like y'all should have y'all's own DJ. I don't expect people to bring their DJ decks into the view. They can if they want because they're more comfortable on it, but I have a good setup. I'm like, this is for y'all. I have an actual DJ program,
Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot. God, the conversations that I've had just in the last 2 weeks, I've had conversations where DJs show up and there's no equipment, like zero equipment. And they're like, what did you expect me to play on? Oh, we thought you were bringing your own stuff. I'm at a bar.
I'm literally
at a bar. You guys do this on a regular, like, I will never name any names because it's not my place to cast doubt or shame on anybody. I just don't do that. But the conversation that I had with this person never mentioned that I needed to bring my own gear. They ended up like getting a hold of a local DJ and was like, "Hey, we'll rent your gear. We're gonna make sure and we take care of it." But yeah, the business aspect of clubbing and raving nowadays just blows my mind.
It's insane.
This would not have happened.
Yo,
like,
bars.
I would have not have allowed this.
Bars, if you need to rent DJ equipment, please hit out ELE Studios. I'll be happy to rent you my equipment. It's good stuff. It's actually everybody that comes in there like, I've never seen one this like pristine and nice. So like I would like to keep it that way. But if I can make money off of it by renting it to y'all, hit me up. I'm open.
I've seen it. I've been over here. It's legit. It will definitely get the job done.
Yeah. So we really had like a main topic that we wanted to talk about with you coming in. Me at ELE Studios, we stand for Everybody Love Everybody. It's on the cup. Check out our merch line, Everybody Love Everybody. Because that's what whenever I assume 13 years ago, whenever you were in the scene, like plur and all that actually meant like peace, love, unity, and what
and respect.
And
peace,
respect.
Love, unity, and respect.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, nowadays it's one, I think a huge money grab.
Absolutely.
Two, I think that it's too clicky. Like why are we so clicky? We're all just like listening to music, and you should be supporting other DJs that are supporting you. I have a clip that I need to post from the Reckless Ryan podcast where I'm like literally asking the 2026 New Year's resolution for DJs should be, I'm going to like and comment on a DJ that I don't know that's local and support them.
Dude, I listen, y'all, I come prepared. We ain't playing. I'm gonna get into that later.
So that's one thing. It doesn't make any sense. For one, you show up on these DJs pages and they have fans that follow them, so they'll be like, "Oh, who's this DJ?" They go to your content, but all you have is flyers on it, so they're gonna skip your damn page because flyers are stupid. You didn't make them. You were just tagged in it. It's hilarious to me.
And if you're a promoter, that's okay.
That's cool.
But if you're a DJ and you don't have any actual DJ comp, what are you doing, man?
You have an iPhone. You have an Android. Just make a video and freaking post it.
Make a video every single day of you making a mix, of you practicing a mix, of you talking about the culture, of you talking about your life and how you got to this point. Again,
do it. Mind blowing. It's just laziness. Well, there's 5,000 of them, so they don't think that they have a chance. And then third is, we're gonna get into it, but like the club culture and the way that everything is like the bottle service and all that, and you got to spend a lot of money to have fun, et cetera, et cetera. It's not just like let's just show up, have a good time, talk about it, pay whatever at the door. That's all cool. So first, we'll start off with. I forgot my first point. Damn, I think that was the plur. So
it was the plur, and I've actually got that one of the first things on here. So I would like to give a let's see. For all of y'all that don't know, I'm a little bit older. Obviously, I dye my beard this jet black right here
for him,
baby, for him, right? So I'm gonna take it back to y'all to like the late 1980s and 1990s because I think there's a group of so-called ravers. They don't know where this started and why this started, right? So in the late 1980s, I believe it was the 1980s, fact check me, I don't care. Late 1980s, late 1990s, they started having underground warehouse clubs, right? And the reason that they were doing that is because the lesser of people, right? The people that didn't have money, the people that weren't the right skin color at that time. A lot of people don't understand, like rave culture started with black people. They couldn't get into clubs.
Detroit.
Right? In Detroit. Exactly right. Detroit, Chicago, 100%, right? They couldn't get into clubs. So they took it underground. That's where the term the underground comes from, right? So that's where it started. But the whole thing about that generation and that culture is you got to understand the difference. The difference between late 1980s and 1990s and now, completely crazy. We didn't have cell phones.
No.
You know what I mean? There was nobody holding up a phone. Let me get this, right? The way that you consumed music was different, right? Not everybody had the same records. They didn't print out 50 million records. If you were in like Chicago or something like that, they might have pressed out maybe 10,000 records and that was it, right? And then so you've got a DJ that plays this song that you've never heard and you're like, this is amazing. I can't wait to hear it again. You don't get to hear it again. You might hear it on the radio one time that week, right? And then you got to go back to see that DJ the next week if you want to hear that song again.
Makes sense.
Now we buy a song, we listen to it 100 times today, and then it's wore out. Right? And then we're just consuming. And we never really get the enjoyment of actual missing something, missing that sound, because everything's at our fingertips, right? So culture started late 1980s, late 1990s, and it was because people weren't getting into clubs again. One of the big things that they did is consider this, right? This was illegal at that time. This was a legal activity, right? They were throwing these parties in abandoned warehouses. It was illegal activity. So what they had to do is they had to police themselves, right? If somebody come in and they were unruly, they were making a scene, they weren't getting along with people, they were getting kicked out, right? And they were getting put on a list and they weren't coming back, right? Nowadays, actually, let me segue into this. One of the craziest things that happened last year that I saw, that I noticed, happened at a Rufus du Sol concert.
Okay.
The story has it that this lady stepped on this guy's shoes and there wasn't a single speck, a single ounce of plur because he beat the crap out of that lady.
For stepping on her blue suede shoes?
I don't know. I think his shoes were white.
That's crazy.
I don't know. The point that I need to make with this is, number one, that's completely absurd and ridiculous. You're at a concert. Your shoes are going to get stepped on. Don't wear no $5,000 Ferragamos or whatever to a rave concert or a show that's oversold and has 100 million people there. Your shoes are going to get stepped on.
Every time.
Right? Don't wear good stuff to raves. Don't do it.
Throw in the Converses, the Vans.
If you want to do it, you don't get to complain about it. No. Right? There's a certain amount of accountability that you have to have for yourself in any culture, not just rave culture. Right? So the thing that caught me off guard was not just that he pushed this girl. If he would have pushed this girl and like if he would have pushed this girl and I was there, he wouldn't have got to punch her in the face because I would have had a hold of him like
That's crazy.
white on rice.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone is recording this with their phone. And this guy has this girl mounted in like the UFC fight position, punching her 3, 4, 5 times.
People are just recording.
A grown man punching a female in the face 3, 4, 5 times, and people recording it. No one jumped in. No one saved her.
That's
no
insane.
one pulled the guy off her. Don't want to get myself in trouble, but that guy would have thought twice before he ever went to another concert if I would have been standing beside that lady.
He would have been stomped out.
Me and my bros would have had a misunderstanding
Yes.
with him, and take that context however you like. I'm not for that type of stuff. It's ridiculous, it's absurd, and it's uncalled for.
That's insane.
But everyone around her allowed that to happen.
Just videoing it because they want to get views on Instagram or TikTok.
Zero accountability. There was zero peace, love, unity, and respect. There was no peace there. There was no love. The unity was gone. People were videoing it, right? There definitely was no respect to let that happen. That guy has no respect for himself, number one. Actually, I'm lying to you. He didn't step on her shoe. She spilled a drink on him, I think is what it was.
That's even worse.
Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it was he spilled a drink on it, right?
Wow.
Again, how can you go to a place where you're jumping up and down? So, I mean, they got crazy mosh pits now where people were running, bah, 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 slamming. I don't understand that.
I don't understand that shit. Y'all got to get rid of the mosh pits, bro. That shit don't make no sense.
Do what you got to do. But the point is, how can you go to a place where you know things like that are happening, and probably not at a Rufus du Sol concert with the mosh pits, but still, you're going to be bumping into people. You're going to get your shoes stepped on.
Shoulder to shoulder, packed in there like sardines.
You're going to get a drink spilled on you. It's not about what you get spilled on you or the shoes that you get stepped on. It's about the experience that you have with these other people, right? Those two people could have had a conversation, and she could have apologized to him, and then they could have earned up, oh, you graduated from here, you're from here, oh, my family's from here. Like, that happens all the time.
All the time.
If you take the time to get to know someone, right? You'll not see me cut through a line anywhere without saying, excuse me, miss, tap you on the shoulder, tap you on your back, excuse me, miss, excuse me, thank you for letting me by, excuse me, a million bazillion times, right? Where do we get away from that? Where do we get away from that? Because it started that way. I just told you it was that way.
Some people's kids, man.
Chicago, Detroit, house music, UK underground, acid house, if you're from across the pond. It started with peace, love, unity, and respect. Everybody love everybody. We're here for the music. We're here to trade frequency. And man, we've just gotten away from that. We've gotten away from that big time.
That's crazy to hit. I mean, just hit anybody, girl or guy, for spilling a drink is just absolutely insane. But honestly, we don't police ourselves anymore. People are just want the clicks. They want to be the one that takes the video. And bro, I wouldn't even have thought about pulling my phone out.
Nope, not a
like what?
Wouldn't even have crossed my mind.
I would have been like, we need to save this person.
Yeah, that would have never happened if I was
insane.
And that's not me being like a tough guy. Like, I wouldn't have immediately started like pounding on the
Even
guy.
if I would have got beat up from the guy, I would have like saved her and taken the beating or whatever.
When I saw him push her, I would have grabbed a hold of him and said, bro, this is not the place.
This ain't it.
This is not the place. If you think this is the place, then this is not your crowd.
No.
Right? The biggest thing is we just got to hold each other accountable.
That's it.
Right? When you're, I went to Breakaway Fest last year to see Cream. Cream is my favorite artist. Those boys are awesome. If you don't watch Liquid Lab, something's wrong with you. So we're standing, and I was not blessed with height. I'm the youngest of my dad's five sons, and I'm just.
He's not short, but he ain't tall.
I'm intelligent. I'm not tall, right? So I got to get up in the middle if I want to get some good videos and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in the middle. I'm standing there with my wife, who was less blessed with height than even I am, trying to get her a good view because EDM is kind of not her scene, but she likes Cream a little bit.
Makes
they play
sense.
good music.
Yeah.
So we're in there, and I look back, I'm looking around at the crowd, and I see like I can tell that it's a family because it's a mom, it's a dad, definitely a brother, and another brother. And I think like it's the coolest thing that these brothers are bringing their parents, and their parents are coming with them, and they're sharing this moment with them, and it's awesome. But they're 9 feet tall, right? At maybe a 6-inch exaggeration. They're huge, right? They're walking down right down the middle, right? And I'm thinking, please don't come up here. Please don't come up, because I'm not going to be on seat, right? I'm trying to have a good show with my wife. I'm not kidding you.
Right in front of you.
They walk up, right? They walk up, and this is me. They walk up, boom, boom, 4 of them, like a wall.
Like a wall.
Like this is me in a wall. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, Travis, there's a couple ways you can handle this. There's no way that family didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
There is no way.
There ain't no way.
There is no way. I get it. They wanted a good vantage point. I understand it. That was my vantage point. I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, hey, man, you mind giving me a couple feet here? I can't see. He's like, yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, fine. No big deal. So he moved over, and then his brother moved over in front of me. And I was like, what is happening? My wife is looking at me like, what you going to do? What you going to do? And I'm like, okay, I'm a gentleman now. There was a time when I wasn't a gentleman. I'm a gentleman now, right? So I tapped the brother on the shoulder. I said, hey, you guys got to give me a couple feet, man. I was not blessed with height. I can't see. Brought my wife to this show. We've been standing here for an hour. You guys got to give me a little bit of space. So he moved over a little bit. 5 more minutes, he moved back over in front of me. So I said, okay. I saw a couple people move up in front of them. So when the crowd shifts, as it always does, right? I just went ahead and right beside him. Yep. Right beside him all night. So here's me and here's him for the rest of the night, and we're just rocking out, right? I wasn't rude about it or anything, but in that moment, right, I could have snatched a hold of him and stuff got nasty. No. What would have happened? I would have got thrown out of the club, or I would have got thrown out of Breakaway Festival. My experience would have been ruined, all because of what somebody else does. Yep. Right? We as people always have the ability to react to things in certain ways, right? You can react to it positively or you can react to it negatively. Now, the good thing is both of those things have consequences that you can deal with. Positive consequences, negative consequences. I had positive consequences. The rest of the show was awesome.
Awesome, yeah. Right? You just got through that one little part.
Yeah.
Made it work for you.
I mean, I didn't make buddies with him because I thought it was super rude.
He's a rude person.
I enjoyed the show with my wife, right?
Okay, so this Rufus du Sol event, I believe it happened at a certain venue.
It did.
That is getting flack right now for doing things that, you know, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be doing as a business to maybe keep people like safer, but they didn't go about it the right way. They chose the hard road, I would say, instead of just like the easy road. I mean, I seen the Rave ref guy. Yeah. I saw that video. That was crazy. Like, dude, just let him out the freaking club. Like, whatever. I seen the thing with Carol. Yeah. With the bodyguard. I mean, not bodyguard, with the security guard. And I mean, it seems like she has not just one problem, but she is a habitual line stepper.
A habitual offender, she seems to be.
Habitual.
So when that guy UFC mounted that girl, if I'm not mistaken, I think that was at the Rose Bowl where they supremely oversold the place. Okay. Right? And it took, this was the end of last year, I think it took people like 4 hours to get out of the parking lot. They oversold it so much. And that's crazy. Considering everything that happened with like the Travis Scott stuff down in Houston.
With the Stampedes and all that, yeah.
Like,
it comes back to the money.
Social Frequency is going to be doing some things. If you don't follow Social Frequency, you're not going to be on the train. You want to be on the train, I promise. So that was there. But this other venue that we're talking about now, again, we're not naming names. If you know, you know. If you don't, look it up. It ain't hard to find. One of the things that bother me, and I have this issue with my own sons because I don't get to parent them all day long. They go to school and they deal with other people's kids that, don't parent the same way I do. There's a lack of accountability everywhere, right? So let me just put it this way. If there's a new club that opens up and everybody's raving about it, it's awesome, we're going, this and that, right? Let's check it out. And I get in there and I don't like something about the club. I don't like the way the speakers sound. Yep. I don't like where the VIP is. I don't like that there's walls in certain places and I can't see. I have a decision to make. And that decision is, am I going to support this business based on the things that I don't like?
Yeah.
Or am I going to take my business somewhere else? Mm-hmm. Let me look into the camera when I say this. The best way to show a business that you support it or you don't support it is through your pocketbook. It's through your money. Now, let me throw this out at you and see what you have to say about it. If we were talking about Nora En Pure.
Yes.
Love her. Awesome. Again, Purified Radio. Awesome. You guys need to check it out if you don't. You and I love her, right? She's playing in an event center at a club that maybe we don't love so much, right? We have a choice. Are we going to go to this center that's going to diminish our experience with an artist we love? Or are we going to say, you know what? I'm going to catch her at Concourse down in Austin because I know that place is awesome.
Right.
We have
She's
that
playing
choice.
at other venues.
We have that choice, right?
Yeah.
What we don't get to do is to go to this venue that we know we don't like and then complain that we don't like it after we spend our money there.
Yes.
Because what we've told the owners of that venue is,
it's cool.
It's okay if we don't like it because we're still willing to spend our money there. Come on, man.
Classic.
You got to stand up and take accountability. Stop going to places if you don't like them.
Yeah. There's always shows every day somewhere else.
Always shows.
Great venues, too.
Great venues, too. Absolutely.
That probably would like your support.
100%. 100%. Right? So the thing that gets me nowadays is the amount of complaining and the lack of action.
Yeah.
Right? So for me in my life, I walk to Black Rifle Coffee every morning at 6 a.m., no matter it's rain, shine, snow, whatever, that's what I do, right? That's a way to build my character, right?
Yeah.
That's my routine. That's what I do. I listen to my motivation podcast. I get back. I'm ready to go to work. People don't do that anymore, right? There's an internal thing, and I don't know where they get it from. It's hard for me to relate to people because I can't understand how this is a problem, right? If me and my friends go somewhere and we don't like it, we're not going back.
No.
I'm calling you and I'm saying, look, man, that did not go down
That was
like
ass.
we thought, bro. But they're playing here. Get the crew. We'll rent a van for $79 if we have to. I'll drive down. I won't drink. I'll drive back. We're going to have a hell of a time.
It's going to be great.
And the conversation's over. We're going.
That's it.
We're going.
That's it.
Right? So I don't understand why people can't do that. And it's the complain, and then lack of doing something about it that just really eats me.
Dude, it comes down.
I can't handle it.
It comes down to this same thing, Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
I do coffee catering. I am a coffee snob now.
Yeah.
Starbucks is the worst coffee on the planet, bro. It is so ass, right? And people will even be like, they have it in their hand, and I'm like, that coffee sucks. And they're like, yeah, I know, but it was easy. I was like, where do you live? They tell me, I'm like, there are 7 coffee shops in that same vicinity. What do you mean it was easy? All of them were easy.
Yep.
You just chose to go to that one because everybody goes to Starbucks.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Apple. I hate Apple. People get on me for having a Google Pixel. I was like, if Apple came out and was like, we got a shit on a stick we're going to sell, there would be 50 million people that line up and buy that shit on a stick.
There would be 50 million people with tents around the corner.
Literally to buy shit on a stick. And it's like, dude, Apple sucks. And then the favorite, but the green dot. I'm like, all right, for one, whenever I was dating, that was my filter, bro.
Yeah.
If I got their number and I texted them and they said, you got a green dot?
Over. It's over with.
Immediately. I was like, you are way too materialistic for me. If you care about a green dot.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is again, I guess not the other thing. Probably the only thing, if anybody takes anything away from this show here, is understand that money rules the world, and you don't have to like it. These are the facts.
This is it.
These are the facts, right? So. What was it? I saw somebody it was the EDC canceling the tickets, the payment plan tickets. I don't know if this is factual or not. I just saw.
Oh, they won't let you do credit, basically?
Apparently, people missed their payment plan and they just canceled the tickets.
Okay.
I don't know if that's factual or not. I just saw it.
But you didn't pay
on
your
social
shit,
media,
I'm
right?
canceling it.
But you would think though that they would call and be like, "Hey man, you missed your payment." Like, not just like take your, $2,000 that you paid already or whatever. I refuse to go to EDC Vegas. It's too much going on there for me.
It's way too over.
I used to go to Vegas every weekend when I lived in Scottsdale doing real estate. It was a 1-hour flight. We go there and party and come back. But there are too many amateurs at that show for me.
I feel that.
That's full stop or whatever the kids call it nowadays. So again, back to if you support clubs and give them your money, when you don't like them, they're going to keep doing the same thing. There will never be any changes. Now, as far as doorman and bartenders and, security and all that kind of things, I'm going to play devil's advocate here a minute. Every weekend, these people have to deal with probably 50% of the crowd that come there and overconsume. Yeah. And act belligerent, 100%. Throw punches at them, spit on them. How do I know this? I used to be one.
100%.
For many, many years.
100%.
Many, many years. And it's so hard to deal with. And you just got to take it. You got people
You're
yelling
a punching
at you.
bag.
You got to take people yelling at you in your face, spitting all over your face, and you can do nothing about it.
Nothing.
Right? Because then they'll sue the club, and then the club will sue you, and that's how it goes. So understand, right, if you're a patron of these businesses, try to see the flip side of the coin, right? Mm-hmm. Understand where they're coming from. The thing that was said about DJ Carroll, it's 2025. I feel like we're past all that stupid stuff.
And honestly,
right?
I'm not trying to profile the person that said it, but they kind of looked a little butch to me, if you want me to be real. So I was like, damn, they're on your, like, they should be part of your squad, your team. You know what I'm saying?
Like, and
you're just being an ass.
Yeah, I just don't understand. And with that, the other thing comes back to personal accountability. You have a choice to be offended by that, or to say that person's ignorant, right?
Which he probably
don't deserve any attention,
right?
I'm not saying it's right that happened. Let me be clear. I think it's stupid when people call people slurs, and it's ignorant. We're all human beings, right? We all look a little bit different. We're all a little taller, a little fatter, a little whatever, right? But we're all human beings. It's dumbness. But for I guess the issue that I have is it appears that this has happened multiple times with the same person.
Same person.
Right? So I guess my advice for if that happens to people is you guys need to get together. You need to have a collective. You need to get all your stories together. And you need to go to management at whatever club this happened at. And you need to say, hey, this is what's happening. That person needs to be interviewed to confirm that that's what's happening. Now, also, they're not going to admit to it. No. Right, but if 75% of the story adds up and the last 25% doesn't add up, probably 95% of it is true, right? So again, if you want to make changes, you got to make moves. You can't be stagnant.
And then you say, "Hey, we're not coming back to your venue until this is resolved."
Absolutely.
And then if you don't resolve it and this person stays, then we'll probably, they like to protest a lot of things. Why don't we protest in the streets, have signs out front? They can't stop you from telling all the people that are going to the venue that night for Rufus du Sol that this one security guard didn't get fired because.
And along with that comes if you have like a big headliner DJ there that shows up, and you got people outside on private property, don't go in front of the door.
No.
And again, we're not naming venues. At any venue that you go to, don't go in front of the door and stand on their property and try to protest. You'll get locked up and thrown in jail, right? You got to do it the right way. But the point is, even with social media now, you don't even have to do that.
No,
you don't even have to do that. If there's a big enough following, if you put the right keywords in, then you can make a movement.
That guy returned. I mean, he refunded all the ticket money.
Did he?
Yeah, he came out from that was the Rave rep.
You're talking about Sullivan King, right?
Surrender death or something like that.
Was it sudden death?
Sudden death. He came out. He was like, I've talked to the venue. We're refunding all the money because people had a bad experience.
Yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera. That hits him in the pocketbook.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what you want. If you got a problem with that club and you went to that concert, you better refund. You better ask for your refund, or else they're gonna.
So again, devil's advocate. Who did sound check that day?
Yeah.
Who did sound check that day? You sold the club out. Nobody did sound check to make sure it sounds right. What's happening?
Yeah, no, it's true.
Where's he again with accountability?
Like his manager should have been on top of that, or
100%.
His people should have been on top of that as well. Be like, yo, we need to make changes.
Yep. If your manager sucks, get a hold of me. I got an awesome bro that knows some people, and if you play music, we can make it happen.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's just a lot of things that are going on right now, and it's kind of hot takes, which I like. I love hot takes.
Yeah.
What you got? What do you want to touch on?
So also that's kind of the culture in a nutshell, right? And it drives me crazy when I see, like I went to Lights All Night this year and I thought it was amazing, right? I saw Crank That for the first time, played at 6 o'clock, a headliner like that played at 6 o'clock. We were wild all night long. All night long.
Get you hyped.
So I went from Crank That, saw them for the first time. That was amazing. Grizz, I'm not really dubstep-ish. Like, that's not really my thing. I'm more house music and tech housey.
Right.
But I got a bunch of bass head friends because I've been going out for a long time now every weekend. And I'm starting to get more into the bass heads and the dubstep. So they said, you got to see Grizz. I didn't even know he played a saxophone. That show was
good.
Flipping amazing.
Every time
it
I
was
saw him.
awesome. I was so hyped. Like, I was jumping up and down. Again, I don't drink, so I don't have any motivation. I'm fist pumping, like I'm getting down. People are giving me candy, and I'm like, I don't got anything to give back to you. What am I supposed to do with my hands? Like Will Ferrell, you know what I mean? People were so gracious. And then I saw DJ Script, who I'd never saw before. You know who he is?
DJ Script. Probably if I heard stuff. I'm terrible with names.
He played like the best tech house set I've ever heard. It was wild. People were losing their minds, right? And then I think the other guy was Genocide, and he was awesome as well. So I saw some really good people. I had a great time. And then I get on and I search up Lights All Night in the old TikTok or the Instagram, and people were like, this sucked, such and such, this was terrible, this is that. If I take a shitty attitude into any show, it ain't going to go well.
Nope.
Oh, the crowd sucks, blah, blah, nobody's dancing, why are you not talking to anybody? Why are you not talking to people and being like, hey man, what's going on? Let's get rowdy, let's pump it up. Like, if you're part of the crowd and you say the crowd sucks, it's up to you to let's put some in motion, let's get it cracking.
Yeah.
Right? Or you guys move on to the back, you can watch, and we'll get it on up front here. So
I did see that. I did see people like hating on it and stuff. But it comes down to people get more views whenever they're hating than whenever if they would just be like, oh, it was great. These artists did good, the lights were good. I mean, this guy was just like everything he hated.
Yeah.
I mean, he hated the venue, he hated the music, he hated the food. The only thing that he liked was the free 14 tickets he got from somebody.
Yeah, I know, right? Again, going back to the don't support places that you don't like. Everybody knows what the venue at Lights All Night is. It's been the same for a decade now.
Yes.
Right? You know who the artists are before you go, before you pay the $300 or $400 or $500 or $650, to get in there. So if you know all of those things ahead of time and you still go and you have a bad time, then that, my friend, is your fault.
That's on you, boss.
Right? Don't spread that negativity to me over your social media. I don't want to see it. And then don't get mad at me because I don't share it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hear about it.
And I don't share the same views as you.
And I don't share the same views as you.
That's
absolutely.
Crazy. Yeah, I saw the hate coming for that, and I was like, the venue? What you mean? It's been the same venue for a fucking decade, bro.
Like nothing's changed. It is what it is.
It's literally the market hall, bro.
And you paid to go there.
Yeah.
Like, you paid your money to go there, unless you got the 14 free tickets. And then you really don't get
no reason to complain.
No, absolutely.
He was like, I should have just went to this one and this place instead. And I'm like, why didn't you go, bro?
For sure. Absolutely. Let's that's kind of crowd control. That was important to me just because I'm a big accountability person and just nobody holds anybody accountable. So to wrap that up, kind of hold your friends accountable. Hold the people that you're around accountable. If you see someone getting rowdy, if you see some, I can say this. I saw a couple people way too intoxicated.
Way too fucked up.
Way too. You guys got to be accountable for your friends. If you take your squad and you see somebody chug 8 beers at the start of the show, in 30 minutes, they ain't going to be all right.
Don't get them another beer.
Don't go take them and get them another beer and be like, oh, just sit right here, drink this beer while I go back over here and party. No. Do not do that. You guys, go for the music. Go for the community. Don't go for the alcohol. You can get high.
Or other substances.
Listen, you can get high on plur.
Easy.
Peace, love, unity, and respect. That's what it always meant to be. The high was always supposed to come from the love of music and the love of community and the love of people. Everybody love everybody. That's where the high was supposed to come from. The drink of beer while you're at a show was just, like agua. That was just hydration.
That's your hydration.
It wasn't to get hammered out of your mind so your 6 friends have to carry you out. Everybody's seeing you. Everybody's taking pictures of you. Everybody's talking about seeing you the next day on their social media. You don't want that. and it's uncalled for.
It's not what you want.
So take care of yourself, look out for others, behave yourself, and have a good time.
Dude,
right?
It's that easy.
Now, on to DJs. I know we kind of touched on this before, but it bothers me that there are really good artists that don't have a platform because they are introverts. Listen to me carefully. You can't be an introvert in the music industry.
That just doesn't go together.
If you are an introvert in the music industry, you better have a good manager or a good team that's willing to get out on your social medias, get out and meet people, and build that community for you, because you will not make it.
Nope.
I challenge you right now, anybody that's listening to this or anybody that will listen to this, find me an artist that's an introvert who doesn't associate with his fans or doesn't have a team that associates for his fans. It won't happen.
Nope.
It won't happen. It's not possible.
People want that connection.
You can't build a community sitting in your room facing the wall playing your tracks. It's not going to happen. That's just not the way the world works anymore, right? So I'm going to give you guys some tips right now on how to make it. If you're an up-and-coming DJ or if you're an up-and-coming producer, let me preface this. I'm not a DJ. I'm not a producer. I play in my bedroom. I make music on DJ Studio and mess around. I'm not headlining Silo or Sounders or anything anytime soon. You're not going to catch me at Lights All Night playing next year. That's not what I do, right? I mess around with music because I love it, but that's not what I do. However, what I do is I build community. Every weekend I go out. Every week I post, and it's just about what I do with my life in the social frequency platform, right? These are the songs that I like. Who else is doing that? I'm going to give the probably the biggest form of information that any DJ or any music producer can ever happen. If you want to make it, find out what songs are popular right now. Find out what 50 million people are playing on their phones and in their car stereo right now. And then mix it. Make it sound just a little bit different.
Yep, and put it out there.
And put it out there.
They're going to stumble.
They're already listening to it. The minute they search up their favorite song, which is right now, and then you put that and then remix, they're going to come across your stuff. And I know that because I look at it in YouTube all day, every day. I look up a cappella mixes. I look up other mixes. I do mixes of my own on DJ Studio in Ableton. Like, that's the key. You can't go into a club, play for free, and then play music that anybody else could play. It just doesn't happen.
No.
So number one, you got to build your social medias, and you have to build them consistently every single day. I've heard so many DJs say, I don't want to be a social media person. Fine.
Then you're going to be an at-home DJ.
Don't complain.
Yeah.
Play birthday parties and weddings if you can. But you're not playing at any club anytime soon.
No.
Right? So work your social media. Now, I'm going to go back to the point that you made earlier about DJs supporting other DJs. Isn't it odd that in the house EDM, again, I'm not real familiar with the dubstep community, isn't it odd that all of those DJs make money by playing each other's songs? No one ever plays. Tiesto doesn't play an all Tiesto set.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Calvin Harris doesn't play all Calvin Harris. John Summit doesn't play all John Summit. Dom Dollar doesn't play. They play everybody's music.
Yep.
Right? So for you to say, I'm not going to support these other guys, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Follow the lead of the people that made it in front of you.
Bro, like the steps have been outlined in front of you, and it's pretty easy if you have any musical talent. Now, I say pretty easy with a couple of caveats. You got to be out meeting people. You got to know people. One surefire way to get a set at a club is to say, hey, man, I got some new music I want to play. Do a 15-minute set. Email it to one of the club owners and be like, oh, by the way, this is my intro. It's fire. And I'm bringing 50 people with me. Now, we're going to get into that. I shouldn't have to promote my own stuff. The club should promote for me. You should have a fan base.
Why would I book you if you don't have at least 50 people?
If you want to get paid, then you should have a fan base, right? It's not the club's job to promote for you. I saw a video the other day where it was a DJ. He was unruly, I'll call him, talking very bad about some clubs. Clubs should have their own promoters. They should do this. I'm the DJ. I just go there and play the records. That's fine. Go and play the records for free. Right? Mm-hmm. But don't tell me that I got to promote for you. You're the talent. You know what I'm saying? Nobody goes to an NFL football game to look at the field.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody's like, let's go to Cowboys Stadium. I heard it's awesome. And then there's no football game there.
Yeah.
They go there to see the players play.
It's empty. I've been there whenever it's empty.
They go there to see the players play.
Yep.
Right? And Dak Prescott, he's doing commercials. He makes sure everybody knows he's selling jerseys. He makes sure everybody knows that he's a Dallas Cowboy and he's playing on Sunday.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If you don't do that, you can't expect to get paid.
No.
Right? I don't mean that to be a hot take as DJs. This is common sense that anyone in any type of business should understand. Right? It should be understandable. So, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling.
No. It's great points.
I told you I was going to get hyped.
It's great points. It's great points because I mean, like,
crazy.
Seriously, I mean, take Nora En Pure for example. I seen her come across. Yeah, they did promote. I mean, the Silo was promoting her performance there this weekend, but guess what? I only saw it and paid attention of it because I'm a community member of Nora En Pure, not because I'm a community member of Silo.
Yeah, of course.
Like, if it was anybody else, I'd be like, yeah, I just skipped that concert.
Well, and I think also what it is you see like these big DJs like Dom Dalla and John Summit, and they do have social media managers. They have people that are promoting
They don't have
stuff,
time to do this.
So, but these are people that are flying different. I think Grizz, I'm 99% sure Grizz played here, hopped a flight at Love Field, and then played his Arizona as well because I talked to a girl who was like, she said, yeah, I saw Grizz play at Decadence in Arizona. It was amazing. Well, and I was scratching my head. I was like, what? Wait a second.
Yeah.
And then I remembered, he played at 7 o'clock. So he hopped a flight, went back 2 hours to Arizona, and then played the New Year's Eve set or whatever. So yeah, it happens. But those guys are hopping flights. I'm not hopping any flights today.
No.
I got plenty of time to send out 2 posts about whatever event that I'm doing.
Got a couple of hours to email club managers.
Yeah.
Get on DM. Reckless Ryan said this in our podcast. DM community members. Make them feel heard.
Absolutely.
Like,
100%.
if you're not talking to some random Joe about following you on Instagram,
so
then what are you doing?
The night that I saw you, this was before my charity event. The night that I saw you at Sounders on a Wednesday night, I was sitting in the chair. I don't know if you remember this or not. Sitting on the couch watching the show, I emailed about 200 people that night, telling them about my show, telling them I appreciate their support, I appreciate they following us. We're doing a charity show. We got these DJs. It's free. Come out and see us. Right? You got to put in the legwork, man.
Got to.
You got to put in the legwork. If you want to be somebody in this world, you got to put in the legwork out.
Facts.
And essentially, if you're not willing to do that, you're just not going to make it.
Nobody's giving you anything.
You're not going to make it. It is what it is.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
You got to put in the work. It's about, having conviction and following through with it. And I mean, dude, my goal this first quarter of the year is to literally email 15 businesses a day to get them into the podcast studio to do their podcast here.
Absolutely.
And yeah, a lot will not answer. A lot will say no.
Yep.
But I just need 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just need 8 in 4 months, and I am on a good track.
It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. Everything in this life is a numbers game. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Summit's first hit it wasn't his first song, right? Dom Dolla's first song was not a hit, right?
No.
You got to build that with your experience, and then that's how you come up with something that's catchy for somebody. James Hype is one of my favorite DJs. A lot of people say, he's spastic, this and that. What he has to do on the decks in order to make that sound that way, I don't care if it's spastic or not, it's freaking magic.
It's lit.
And it comes from hours and hours and hours of practicing those things, right?
But people will love whenever Fred again does it.
Yeah, I know.
And it's
right?
like Fred again's doing the same thing. He just uses beat pads.
Yeah, I know, right?
James Hype's actually using the CDJs to make these weird.
So I say that because I met James Hype a couple years ago when he played at Bottle Blonde. And I don't know if it was his first experience or his first set in Dallas or not, but we ended up meeting him from the manager guy that I told you that I know. And it was awesome, man. He was super cordial, was just all about the business and making music and love of community. And it was a good experience. It was super cool. I know a lot of people, they meet DJs and they're like, this person sucked and this and that. And I hate when that happens. James Hyatt was legit though. But the point of that is, I went and saw him that night because I was watching his podcast on YouTube. And he would do like a weekly podcast. I can't remember what the name of it was. Stereo Hype, I think is the name of his label.
Good name.
And he was doing a podcast and he was getting followers and he was being good to people. And, people were coming in and were watching him play and he was building that. So he was practicing his craft. And now he can play anywhere he wants in the world.
That's it.
And it ain't for free.
Snap of a finger.
He's
charging.
It ain't for free. Yeah. So practice your craft, man, with everything in this life. Everything in this life. So
I just saw today that Citizens is closing.
What?
Yeah. After 10 years, I think their last parties this weekend.
It's crazy. I was thinking on the drive over here, because I live in Egypt, I feels like, to Dallas. I don't know how I ended up with all my work people in Fort Worth and then all my music people in Dallas. I guess it just worked out that way. I was thinking on the way over here, somebody had mentioned talking about Lizard Lounge or getting the owner of Lizard Lounge in and talk about like old
That's
school
It'll
stuff.
Do, right?
No, It'll Do is...
No, I mean like the owner of It'll Do is the same guy as Lizard Lounge.
I don't know, is it?
Yeah, because I actually met him at the Gucci store.
Oh, nice.
And like
All right,
talked to him.
Gucci.
Talked with him, and he was like, I actually hate Gucci. I was there for a coffee catering event, dude. I think that their brand is so freaking ugly, dude. That's the most ugly shit. My fiance or wife now, she got. But she got like 3 pairs of Gucci shoes. She's like, I know you're gonna hate them, and I was like, she pulled every single one of them, and I was like, these are ugly as shit. What are you doing?
Okay. Allow me to educate you, sir, from someone who's been married for going on 14 years now. That's not a good starting point.
Nah.
When they ask you to rate the fit, bro, when they ask you to rate the fit, if you don't like it, you do like it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right?
It makes sense. Oh, dude, she had like 9 different pairs from other brands, dude. I had to limit some of them. We got it down to 5, okay?
No doubt.
And none of them were
No
Gucci.
doubt. Yeah, so going back to it, that's crazy because I was thinking, like, what places have been around for like 10 years or longer around here? Citizens have been around for a while.
I think it's 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Literally
Is
a
Candle
decade.
Room still open or no?
Candle Room? I don't think so. But I think some that'll definitely stay for longer is Greenlight Social. They're doing really good. I mean, they're always packed, and they have so many events going on. But they're a huge venue. Like, they got 3 different venues inside of that venue, so.
Yeah.
But no, man, the scene's just different. I lived in Miami for a while. It was different there. And then moving here, I was just like, damn, things close at 2. But then I found the afters and all that. Coba does a really good job of having a good fun time with the afters.
I've not been to Coba. I went one time. I tried to go one time, and I pulled up, and the guy's like, you want to park here? And I'm like, how much is it to park here? And he's like, $100. And I'm like, okay.
Hell no.
I was like, how much is it to get in? He's like, $100. I was like, I'll catch you on another side. But here's the moral of that story, right? I didn't know at the time. I didn't get upset about it. I wasn't mad at that guy. This is the price that you got to pay to play, right? Now that I know, I'll make my decision when I want to go, or I'll meet somebody.
Whenever you know the DJ, you can get a wristband.
And we'll get in. But like, I'm not mad at them for charging that. They got to make money. It costs money to run that place.
Yeah, and they're not
right?
selling liquor or anything. They're literally getting in. I mean, they're making it on the food and like selling Red Bulls.
Hopefully, they're paying the DJs. Right? You got to pay the talent. So I understand it's pay to play. You can't be mad at some place.
No.
If you know the rules, right? You know the rules ahead of time. You don't get to complain about them later.
No.
Right? So that's just an example of like, again, knowing the rules and then
Yeah.
not being upset about it. Just catch you on the next one.
So do you have any more events for 2026 in the works? What you got going on?
I attempted to do an event. Use my words carefully. I attempted to do an event. Actually, let me start with this. No DJs unless it's a charity event, then that's different because I want all the money going to the charity.
Yep.
And, you know, if you're donating your time, then I appreciate that. Thank you for that. I will never, ever have an event where all the DJs don't get paid. I don't believe in
Agreed.
that. I think it's crazy wrong
Agreed.
to do that. So myself and this establishment couldn't agree upon a way to pay the DJs. Okay. That's not a knock on that establishment. They have a way that they do business. I have a way that I do business, and we couldn't meet in the middle. That is business in a nutshell.
That's it.
They have their values. I have my values. If it doesn't match, then it doesn't do business. I don't hate them for it. I'm not mad at them for it. It just couldn't be a business deal.
Agreed.
Right? So that one got canceled. I'm actually looking for a place. I'm looking for a place to do a monthly event, but I'm going to do it my way, my style, my DJs, my people. Follow Social Frequency. You will not get an invite to my events if you don't follow Social Frequency. If you think I'm mean for saying that, I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. Also follow ELE Studios as well.
We have an event coming up in March. We're teaming up with Famous in Dallas. We're going to be hosting an event at People's Last Stand. We got 3 fire DJs on the lineup. They are all paid and very, very limited capacity. So tickets will go on sale soon. We'll have promo videos for that and everything, but it should be a great time. It'll be more of a hip hop vibe. I kind of got the idea from whenever I did my shoot with DJ Fire J. He killed it. The mixes were great. A homie from Famous in Dallas was there as well. Shout out to him for hooking me up with a sweatshirt. So we just kind of like brainstormed while that was going on, and we think it'll be an amazing event. It will not be every month. It's going to be very limited throughout the year. Y'all all love Famous in Dallas, so, you know, check us out. We're going to be coming through with something cool.
I've heard that name multiple times, Famous in Dallas, but I have not met that individual yet.
Okay.
So that's on the list to get done this year. Also, I'm going to do sunrise and sunset sets once a month, live streaming on TikTok. It'll be different DJs.
Good luck with the sunrise, dude. I'm telling you, bro, that was one thing I learned, bro. It was fun for the first 3 months.
Yeah.
But Saturday morning, dog, 8 months in a row, sunrise, that shit wore me down, bro.
I mean, I get up early from being in the military anyway, so I set my alarm for 6 o'clock, but I'm usually waking up at 5. It's an internal clock thing. Like I got to get up and get after it. If I get 4 or 5 hours of sleep at night, I'm ready to go. Some people need more. Some people need less. If I get my 4 or 5 hours in, I'm up and ready to go. It ain't no hit no alarm 4 or 5 times. Like I'm up and ready to rock.
Yeah. No. It was a great time, dude. I enjoyed it. We have. I don't know if this will be out by then. I'm going to try to push this podcast out ASAP. But we got Vaz next week. He's going to be the first set for The View in 2026.
Okay.
My boy Vaz Rich, he always comes with legit stuff. He has a pre-order for his new single coming out on Spotify through Us and the Machine promotions. Or I don't know if they're called promotions, but they are label. But yeah, I mean, they're doing great stuff over there. He'll be around, and then we are booking for 2026. So hit us up. I have a list of a bunch of DJs that I've reached out to. We're kind of doing a different thing where it's pay to play, but you're getting a recording, you're getting social media packages and all this. It just doesn't make sense for us to like do it for free every time.
Can't work for free.
We can't work for free, and it takes a lot of time out of my life to get y'all the good materials and the good recordings and to upgrade the equipment and all the stuff, keep everything running. So if you're looking to upgrade your content, if you only have flyers on your social media page, hit us up. We will make a deal. We'll work it out, and we will get your social media page up to those standards of clubs. Because whenever a club looks at you and you really want to get paid and all you got is flyers, they're like, one, this guy has no idea how to promote himself. So how the hell is he going to promote us? Two, you want your fans to stay on your page for 20, 45 seconds. Like, I'm not going to stay on your page and look at flyers of past events that you did. And three, you know, it just, you can show your personality. It's about building the community. It's about, you know, building your own brand. DJing is your own personal brand. That's what it's about. People follow James Hype, John Summit, Dom Dollar because they like those brands. John Summit's a party boy who gets girls. I party with them. It was tight. The dude had 15 girls around him the whole time. I know a lot of y'all aspire to be like that. James Hype in a loving relationship with another DJ, but he does the twitchy stuff.
Shout out to Tina Lau.
Yeah,
she is a badass.
fire.
I've been listening to her forever. I love some of her
She's
tracks.
real good. So like,
she's awesome.
Everybody built their own community, and that's why they're at where they're at, because people want that kind of, diversity, and they want to know who they're hiring and what you're going to bring to the table.
Yeah. So let me put you on here and let me educate you guys. If you have flyers, I'm on social media all day long. When I'm not doing my real estate stuff, I'm on social media. I'm messaging people. I'm adding people. I'm asking them what show they're going to. I'm this and that. If I come across you and you have flyers on your page, ixnay. It's not happening. If you put flyers on your page because these are the shows that you played, you should have some kind of content. And if you don't, you go play a show, the first thing you do before you push play is stick your phone up and take a picture of you at this show. That should be your flyer.
That should be your flyer.
That should be your flyer. If you don't have the time to do your own content, then I come to you, pay you a fee, agreed upon however much content that you're going to create for me, and now that content is getting put out where I don't have to physically be there and put it out. Guys, this is the way that the music industry works. This is the way that the music business works. I'm sorry that it's this way, but that doesn't change the facts of the way that it is.
We're not going to change it, but we will help you put it out, and we will help guide you in the right direction, whether it's SOFREQ, whether it's me. Because SOFREQ, I assume you go on his morning sets and his evening sets, he's going to do exactly what I do, and I'm going to make you clips. I'm going to make a reel. I'm going to post you. I'm going to tag you. I'm going to collaborate with you on the post. Yep. People that don't collaborate with my posts, bro, drive me up a wall, dude. I'm like, I just made a fire social media clip for you, and your page is full of flyers, and you're not going to collaborate. Also, why?
Let's get on that for a minute.
Why?
This is another thing that drives me crazy, and it goes back to like supporting each other. So on TikTok, right? I use TikTok because that's where the majority of music creators are. And then I just take my TikTok stuff and just put it over on Instagram. I'm not very good at Instagram, but so the majority of music creators, I feel like, and if I'm wrong, please tell me I'm wrong, lead me in the right direction, are on TikTok. But here's what I don't understand. When you open up your TikTok, it immediately takes you to the For You page, right?
Yes.
It wants you to see these other people. But what about these 8, 9, 10, 11, 15,000 fans that you have, right? These people saw something on your page, right, that they wanted to be friends with or fans with you, and you never talk to them.
Yeah.
You never go to your fans or your friends and communicate with those people. Why?
Right.
Those are people that like you. Those are people that would come out and see you, and you spend all day on For You.
Yeah.
Here's my challenge to you, DJs, producers. Spend an hour a day on your friends on TikTok, Instagram, whatever it may be. Spend an hour a day. Even if you have to do it in the morning, those people want to be part of what you're doing. They want to feel like they're part of your journey, right? They want to be a part of something. People want to feel like they're a part of something.
That's it.
Right? If you do that, your 2026 will be exponentially better than your 2025.
It'll be a hockey stick
I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
It'll be a hockey stick chart. It's hard at first. Yep. You're not going to see it. I know people want that instant gratification. Yep. You're not going to see it in the first 2 months.
Nope.
But once you get rolling, it's going to be whoop, straight up to the right. Just like every chart I love to buy.
Yep. Absolutely. So you got to work the social media. There is no getting around it. It is what it is. Also, if you're the opening DJ, don't play and leave. Don't play and leave.
No.
Play your set, then go into the crowd and talk to people. If you play a fire set, people want to talk to you, right? Go into the crowd, talk to people, listen to the next DJ play, right? Talk to people. Oh, man, that was awesome. He used this transition. People want to be part of something, right? Yeah. And if you make them feel like they're part of your journey, they'll follow you anywhere.
And if you leave immediately and that headliner notices, you probably won't get invited back to open up for him again. But if you stick around and you in the show with him and he gonna remember you more if you're there after. Like he's in his head at the beginning, just like every performer, just like every football player. They're all focused on the game. But if you're there after the game and they won, they're gonna be like, this dude stuck around. He's a real one.
The headliner, you get to take pictures of him. You could get so much good content in that 4 hours of the night.
Yep.
You can get so much good content. Right.
Other people could be taking pictures with you. This guy opened up for, Reckless Ryan. This guy opened up for Quads.
Great set.
Boom, boom. Took a picture with him.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't understand it. Like I said, we're just having this casual conversation about things that like can be done with pretty much zero money. You can do it with zero money. Everybody has a phone. Everybody has social media, right? It's crazy how easy things should be, and people just don't do it. Again, with the accountability. There just is no accountability.
Yep. So, I agree.
Shows, you said shows that you're going to this year. I really want to try to make it to EDC Orlando this year. Okay. I haven't been yet. Again, like EDC Vegas is just not my thing. It's too many people. I'm just not going there. I will most likely do Shaq's Bass All-Stars. I will most likely do Ubby Dubby. I heard that I think it's Millennium's show. Is that the one in California, in San Diego, or is that somebody else?
Couldn't call it.
Millennium might be in Mexico.
I saw him at what's that festival outside of Atlanta? It's like water, Aquafest or something. I don't know.
Something like that.
It's at the racetrack.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I saw him there. It was great.
Also, someone put me on to Lightning in a Bottle, which I've heard like every year, around the festival circuit, Lightning in a Bottle, and I just never knew what it was. But like I put a post out the other day asking like, which festivals are you guys going to? Where are we going to meet up? That kind of stuff. Overwhelmingly,
Lightning in a Bottle.
Lightning in a Bottle, and I would not have picked that. I think I put in EDC Vegas and Ultra. Ultra is another good one, but it's too many people, man.
Too many.
It's
Austin City Limits killed my going to festivals with too many people.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like 14-year-olds, bro.
Yeah.
That shit pissed me off. I went. I was like, dang, dude, like.
I can't do that.
They're all pushing me and stuff. I'm like, you're like 12, bro. Get out of here. Go back to your mama's house.
Yeah, no doubt, man. So I'm going to do those shows. I got to do those local shows because those are my people. Like I want to be with my people. You know what I'm saying?
Of
course. Share those memories with those kind of people. I'm going to put this out there. I'm going to hold myself accountable since I've been talking about accountability for 2 hours. My plan is to throw my own show at the end of the year.
Oh yeah.
It's probably going to be. I'm going to try to make it 2,000 to 3,000 people.
That's big.
I've got some things working that I can't disclose right now, but I've got some things working that I've been working on for a long time. It will most likely be an outside show. Probably only one day, though. There's a lot that goes into just putting a 2-day event on.
Dude, much.
It's just a lot. You got to worry. You don't sleep at all because you got to be walking the event, making sure shit's not
everything's
going
out of
hand.
You're putting out fires.
I did the camping shows, and I've been the one running around crazy before. Like, God, we did. Above and Beyond at the Gorge. It's been a long time ago now, probably 9 years ago. We had probably 50 people camping. We partied all
night.
No one close to us slept. We had our own decks.
You're up.
We were rocking all night.
You're not sleeping, bro. And if you are, it might be like 30 minutes at right before the sun comes up.
It was a 30-minute cat nap, right, waiting for breakfast to get done. So, I'm going to try to really put my own event on this year.
That'd be awesome.
I'm gonna hold myself accountable. We're going to make it happen. I know
2,000 people's a lot of people to keep controlled.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
But there's enough people in Dallas. That's only like 0.05% of Dallas. So
I can make it happen. The goal is 2,000 people. If I can get 2,000 people to come to my event at the end of the year,
that's fire.
We're going to make an impact. Also, I have an iPod. Wow, that shows my age, right? An iPhone app that I'm developing. And if you haven't noticed yet, I'm artist first.
Yeah.
Right? I think artists get screwed. Literally, and I don't feel bad about talking about this at all, but the fact that the Spotify guy is worth like $4 billion boils my brain. I understand. He's a businessman. Great idea, right? He's selling other people's intellectual property and paying them like 0.0001%
Not a lot.
per play.
Not a lot.
It's insanity to me, right? Again, I'm not mad at him for doing that. He's a businessman. Good for him. I'm artist first. I'm creating an artist platform where the artist will make the majority of it.
Yeah, like
the artist will get to make money selling their merch.
Right, like you're worth $4 billion. Like it's okay to like now you can get rid of 1 0 at least.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get rid of 1 0. I don't think it's all hurt your business model that much.
I know, right? And again, like I said, I'm not hating. That was a good idea from him.
Killed it.
Don't, but in terms of like how I view life, I'm not down with that. Like it takes so much to make music, to make good music, right? Anybody can go in their room and just mess around, spin the wheels a little bit, this and that. But to make good music that catches fire, and you got a whole world, right? Because music travels. You got a whole world singing songs, and then you're making 0.0001% per play. Nah,
you ain't getting none of the marketing money.
You ain't get. Oh, and let's get on to this while we're talking back to money. We missed this. I'm sorry that I've been running my mouth. But I hope you're getting something from it anyways. People going to local shows and be not willing to pay the door fee drives me insane. Okay? Let me put this aspect into it. I spoke with some people and they told me that I would not be able to sell $10 tickets for a show that I wanted to put on, a prior show. They said, no, you can't do ticketed events here. We don't do well with that. Just nobody wants to pay $10 for a ticket.
$10.
How much is a drink? How much is a drink when you go to the club?
12.
Red Bull's freaking, I think, 7 or 8.
Yep.
Right? So what you're telling me is you can't skip Starbucks one day.
Right.
You can't skip one vodka Red Bull one time to pay the DJ what they're due.
That's crazy.
But you'll drink all night. You'll drink all night long. And then you'll tip the bartender $10 or $20, right? Let me ask you this question, sir. If you went to a club and there wasn't nothing there but a dance floor and bartenders and alcohol, would you go back?
No. Maybe for a date.
You go for the music, man.
Maybe for a date.
You go for the music. You go for the music, man. Right?
That's crazy. They won't pay $10?
It's crazy. They said that in their experience, they didn't have good output with selling ticketed events. And I think that's insanity. Part of the problem is you don't have bottle girls that hustle. You don't have bartenders that work the social media. You don't have doormen that work the social media. You don't have staff that work the social media. You don't have DJs that work the social media. Right?
$10 is
$10 is nothing, bro. That's
nothing.
One Starbucks. People go to Starbucks every morning.
Please stop going to Starbucks.
That's 4 drinks instead of 5.
Right, and you're already drunk off the floor. Like,
it makes me crazy.
$10 is crazy.
It makes me crazy.
Like, shit, I sold a fitness event once, and I got 50 people, but that's like the fitness side, you know? They might be more willing to pay because it's like the workout, but I mean, still, like, the DJs are there. Like $10 ain't a lot.
It's nothing to put this into aspect for people, but you know what? Like, I think this way. I've never seen a club put out a ratio like that. Like, you're not willing to pay $10 to get in to pay the DJ, but you're willing to buy 6 drinks and tip the bartender $20
Right.
Right? You're not willing to give up to pay the DJ $10 to get in the club, but you're willing to buy Starbucks every day.
Every day.
Or Monsters every day.
Twice a day sometimes.
Or $3 damn candy bars, $3.
$3, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
People pay. I mean, the cover fee is for 1, to make sure you have a great experience.
Yes.
For 2, so you can do it again.
100%.
Because if I make a little bit of profit, I promise you I ain't keeping the $200 I probably made from the door. Yep. That's going into the next show. So now we can have better lighting. Now maybe we can get a higher headliner.
Yeah. And for people that don't understand the club business, I would say probably 99 out of 100 clubs run it this way. If you got a DJ, the DJ gets the door, the club gets the bar.
Yes.
Right? 99
That's
out of 100
my experience,
times, right?
Yes.
So if you're not willing to pay the DJ to come in and play that music that gives you the fuzzy that makes the hair, then you might as well just stay home, Don't play no music.
Go buy you a taco vodka.
Go buy you some vodka and just sit around and do the side to side with no music in your living room. What's the point of that?
There's no point.
There has to be a worth to the person that's creating that emotional experience for you to get paid.
100%.
Right? So I'm definitely artist first.
You heard that?
I thought we were running out of time.
Pay the
You
$10,
heard that? Pay the $10.
bro.
I'm going to do some
That's
events.
crazy.
You're not coming if you can't pay $10. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean that I'm going to take care of my crew and my people, period.
Yeah, I have hosted crypto meetup events, okay?
Yep.
And I didn't charge anything to get in, but I still paid the DJ.
Yeah,
I paid him a flat rate, and then I gave him a bar tab.
Yep.
Whatever you want to get at the bar. You want to get food, you want to get whatever, get it. And then they also walked away with some cash in their pocket.
Yeah, right.
Because that's how I do events.
And you hopefully you've got a good rapport with that DJ now. If you needed a favor from him, he'd probably come over and be like, "Yeah, man, let's hook it up. I got you."
Yeah.
You know, it's community helping community. Everybody love everybody.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Sounds easy.
ELE.
Me and you talking here.
Look.
It sounds easy.
Everybody love everybody. We got these very sweet mugs, fourthwall.com/ELE Studios. We have shirts. We got hats. We got hoodies. We got...
Don't you have a no hangover thing too?
I got Bender Extender. Oh, I don't have my Bender
got
Extender.
Bender
here.
Extender.
Yeah, check out Bender Extender. I just put out a clip today on that, which is January 8th today. So whenever this podcast comes out very soon, check that out. We got more stuff coming. I'm pretty sure me and Nikki Bender are launching our podcast called Only Benders, I believe is going to be the name of it, where we're bringing in local DJs. We're going to talk shit. We're going to talk music. I'm not really going to talk music. I'm more the moderator because I don't really know shit about music. I just like to listen to it and host DJs at my studio.
You are a consumer.
So I am a consumer. So I'm going to bring out that consumer aspect. They're going to bring you the more inside loop. We got a bunch of people lined up to come on that. Check out my last podcast with Reckless Ryan, with Nikki Bender himself, with Nina Simone. This one's coming out. Check out SOFREQ's platform called Social Frequency is like the actual name.
It's called Social Frequency.
Yes.
It's called Social Frequency. Yep. TikTok, Instagram.
Pay the $10 for his event so he can pay the DJ money for their time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please.
Absolutely. So we'll get it happening. After we cut these off, you and I are going to talk some business, and we may have some more stuff for y'all coming real soon. So stay tuned to everybody. Support locals. Support all your locals. Go out, see shows, communicate with people, have fun.
Agreed.
Be safe.
Be
play
safe.
hard.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. Some of y'all doing some crazy stuff out there, and y'all gotta rein it in. You don't look cool sitting in the corner drooling on yourself.
Let me tell one last story before we get off here. This is crazy. I don't know what 2000 it was, 9 years ago, 10 years ago. We went to Amsterdam to see Above and Beyond play at the O2 Arena. It was amazing experience. There was something that caught my eye about Amsterdam, though, and it was like, it was night and day from here. The crowd in Amsterdam for ADE, for Amsterdam Dance Event, it might be different, right?
Yeah.
Because you got everybody in the whole world there, right? So don't
That
fact
makes
check me and
sense.
be like, ADE, I saw a 12-year-old drinking a beer at the pub. I wasn't there for that. I don't know about that.
Culture, people.
I'm talking about in just a regular everyday show, Above and Beyond. The age of ravers, partygoers, is significantly higher in Amsterdam than it is here.
Okay.
Here, you start partying when you're 18, you party half your life, and then you try to figure out, oh shit, I got to create a business or something. What am I going to do?
I gotta figure it out.
There, they create their businesses, they have their kids, and then the people in the club are like mid-30s to 50s and 60s. It's awesome.
That makes sense.
Everybody's talking to each
Chill.
other. Nobody's sloppy drunk. Nobody's falling down crazy. Nobody's puking on themselves. Nobody's getting carried out. It was crazy. I wish I lost a phone that had all that stuff on it. It was the best, the best content I've ever made. It was amazing. We went to the day after party at a place called Thuishaven, Thuishaven. and it was like a Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome
Ooh.
style. They had like metal fish spitting fire and stuff. It was
That sounds sick.
I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get into
The
my own
archives,
Instagram because I have that stuff. It's awesome. But the point of that is, it's a controlled aspect of older ravers that got it under control, and it's an unbelievable experience. If you get the chance to go to Amsterdam, go.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, a bunch of young ravers, I would call them, I wouldn't even call them ravers because they don't know what the hell they're doing. But like they ruined Austin city limits for me. I mean, I'll never go back. Tickets are way too expensive to be around 14-year-olds.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
not
agree.
into that.
Yeah, and going back to the accountability thing, as a father, if I would have been there, I would not have been able to have a good time. I'd be checking these kids and make sure they're like not into the wrong
Dying.
things or this or that, making sure they're
Right.
safe. Like I wouldn't have not have been able to have a good
I was
time.
worried.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so check your kids, hide your wife. They coming for y'all out here in these streets.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But it's been great. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for
It's been
having
a
me,
great
man.
convo.
I appreciate it.
I look forward to more in the future. This has
Definitely.
been Ellis with The Elephant's Corner. See y'all next time. Peace.
So freak out.